Okay, welcome to Container Ride. This is the first map of the game. It's also a very easy map. I'm going to be assuming that you're coming from Vault Save here, which means the start of your run will look like this. You'll load this save, and then the announcer will talk for a little bit, and then the portal opens immediately after. So you just skip the whole first part of the game. If you, for some reason, don't want to use Vault Save, the first part of the game is very easy. Just follow Wheatley, exactly what he says. You're not going to lose any time. So for this portal, you can either pre-hop it or you can just come out here. Let me demonstrate the timing for pre-hopping the portal real quick. You jump as soon as he says 1.
In 3, 2, 1.
Just after he says 1. And then the hop pattern for this room looks like that. Obviously, if you're just starting out, you're not going to be able to make that hop pattern. Just get to the door as quickly as possible. And here, there's a trigger in this room that starts some dialogue, and there's a dialogue skip here that you're going to want to watch out for. So when you enter this room, the first thing you want to do is jump on that button, stay on it for a tick or two at least, and then jump off. If you jump off the button tick perfectly, it doesn't activate the door. However, if you jump on the button and wait a little bit, it does activate the door, which is important because, as you can see, if I stand on the button, the door takes like 2 seconds to open. But if I jump off the button and then go on the button, it opens immediately. So jump on it and then put the cube and it immediately hits the door, which is what you want.
Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire emergency. Please note.
As you can see there, the dialogue toast at the bottom says dire emergency. You want to walk through this door when he says mer. This is the slower dialogue skip. And there's a faster one that you can do that saves 2 seconds.
Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire emergency. You have just passed through.
If you can get through the doors in time, it's faster to do this by about 2 seconds. And there's also a super fast method for if you're really just trying to shave off those milliseconds. Right here, this trigger that I'm outlining right here is the trigger that causes the elevator to come down. And this trigger a little bit past it is what causes the dialogue. So the optimal thing to do here is hit this trigger and then wait until the dialogue skip to hit this trigger. And let me show what that looks like here. That might be a cut.
Even in a dire emergency. You have just passed through an aperture.
And if you do this right, the elevator will actually come so fast that you'll want to do a second dialogue fade here.
Science material emancipation.
When he says material, the syllable in material, that's when you want to enter the elevator, or material. So at the end of that word is when you want to enter the elevator. And that is everything for Container Ride that I have to go over.